Happy birthday Counter-Strike! 20 years ago, a plucky little Half-Life mod took its first breath in the world. Little did we know, it was about to change gaming forever. Despite spanning several full releases and hundreds of different versions, CS has stayed true to its core. It's a simple concept, with some difficult to master mechanics, and a focus on team play over individual plays. Hi guys, and welcome to another ProGuides video. We're going to be breaking down the 20th anniversary patch, and what it means for CS. So, what's in the update? Courtesy of Valve, we're getting a retro version of Dust2. Oh, do people like Dust2? We're also getting a new sticker capsule, and a nerf to the controversial AUG. If you hop onto the casual Dust2 map group, you'll be able to play the classic 1.6 version of the map. The map changes between rounds, so one round will be on the CSGO version, the next will be the 1.6 version. Now, be warned that it's not a true 1.6 version. You can't spend the first half of the round wallbanging through the closet and burning all your ammo, but it looks the same, if you want to throw on some nostalgia goggles. The second part of the update is a new sticker capsule, named the Chicken Capsule. It understandably stars CSGO's mascot, the humble chicken. Now, onto the juicy part of the update, the AUG Nerf. The patch notes only list two changes to the weapon, slightly reduced rate of fire and reduced accuracy while unscoped. But the impact of these two changes are far-reaching. First, let's look at the changes themselves. The rate of fire was previously the same as the M4A4, but it's now been reduced to match the AK and the M4A1S. This puts the DPS of the AUG below the M4A4s in all but the most extreme ranges. This could lead to more of a niche application of the AUG. It has a scope after all, so it makes sense that it'd be best suited for longer ranges. However, the damage values do remain the same, meaning it can still get those close range one-taps that the M4 can't. The unscoped accuracy change is the bigger deal. Thanks to the slower rate of fire, the recoil pattern of the AUG is actually smaller than it was before, making it easier to control. This is thanks to the recoil having more time to recover between each shot. To compensate for this, Valve has increased the inaccuracy spread of the weapon, meaning if you fire your AUG, its bullets have a higher chance of not landing in the center of your crosshair. This has never been a welcome element in CSGO, and it's the reason you miss some of those pixel-perfect AK shots. So, the AUG isn't actually any harder to control, you're just more likely to miss. The real nerf to the AUG is that there's no counter to these changes. You can't adapt to inaccuracy spread, and you can't shoot faster than the game allows. With the M4A4, you can counter its heavy recoil through skill and control. But no skill is going to make the AUG fire any quicker. With one patch, Valve has changed the identity of the weapon. This patch only affected the AUG, but it actually impacts several weapons. These changes are also a nerf to the M4A1S. When the old AUG had the same role as the M4A4, you could swap out the A4 with its silent sibling. It let you still have a high DPS weapon in the AUG, and a more niche weapon in the A1S. But now the fire rate of the AUG matches the A1S. You need to keep the M4A4 equipped so that you have a high DPS weapon. So, while the A1S gets yet another nerf, the T-Side SG553 just got a massive buff. The SG is now easily the highest DPS rifle out there. If you enjoyed the playstyle of the AUG, and can handle the spray pattern of the SG, then say hello to your new favourite weapon. What did these changes mean for the AUG? When should you buy it? Well, a lot of players will be completely put off by the weapon's slower fire rate. It puts you at a disadvantage in a lot of close range engagements. If you're playing on a map with longer angles, like Dust2 or Mirage, the AUG can still have a place. But on maps with a lot of tight angles and choke points, like Inferno or Nuke, it's better to stick to the higher DPS of the M4A4. With the knock-on effect this nerf has on other weapons, we expect more changes coming soon. Most likely a similar nerf to the SG, or, if we're very lucky, a buff to the A1S. But the real thing to take away from this patch is, Valve, where's my 20-year coin?